Savvy Zelda fans will know that crest. So remember when I said it might be difficult to get back to Zora's domain? I lied. But you'll see what I mean soon enough. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You were right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. That which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero. Garments that house the abilities of the Zora. You kill the mood! Now, at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last fused shadow. Remember what Farron the Light Spirit said? He said you would need the fused shadows to defeat the Dark Overlord Zant and save the world. So even if you go back now with all of the people you've saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's get to it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Hylia. Okay, so while we are here, we have a something we need to take care of. And I'm going to show you how you can get 3 bomb bags starting now. We have the 1. But yes, there are 2 more. Also, let's do this absurdly easy puzzle. I believe it just heals rupees, but hey. Yep. A purple rupee. Perfect. We actually needed one of those. Nah. I was thinking maybe I should buy some heart potion, but nah. We'll get some free heart potions soon anyway. Okay, so... Also, he has different dialogue now for the lantern. He's pounds down and then suddenly there's water. So there's a little thing you have to do here. You have to sell them back the bombs. And then you can buy these new bombs here. So, the water bombs. We are going to need those. So, those are unique bombs that work underwater. By the way, while we're at it, we might as well open that gate to the south. Well, southwest of Kakariko Village. These are the graveyard, right? Yeah. Not southwest, southeast. Oh, well, that's convenient. Hi, Epona. Oh, we already opened that gate? Yeah, I did mean the gate to the west. My bad, my bad. Not that it really matters, because we can't really do anything with this area, but still. Oh, I guess the gates are just open permanently. Well, that makes sense. Let me think. Okay, so we need to go back to the graveyard for a second because there's a very interesting Easter egg here. Then we get to test out the Zora armor. Those are just a bunch of vultures you can kill for some free money if you want to, but you don't really have to. But let's go ahead and equip the Zora armor. And now we can swim. And you can use them in tandem with the iron boots. Or thought we would need these again, huh? Anyway, water bombs work the same as normal bombs. They just work underwater. Oh, there's a red rupee. So, here's our little Easter egg here. See these rocks? Blow them up. So what did that do? Well, it opens up a shortcut to Lake Hylia. That's convenient, ain't it? Okay, so we won't be able to get the all 3 bomb bags just yet, but we will soon enough. Believe me, we will. But let's rip the band-aid off. Let's go to the water temple of this game. Fortunately, it's not as bad as it sounds. But everyone knows how fun water temples are. Thank you, Ocarina. You know you get a lot more use out of these iron boots than you think you would. So the entrance to the water temple is blocked. So what do? Well, first you have to use a water bomb to unclog this little geyser here. Okay. Then you take another one, set it down on the geyser, and... Whoop. Nope, took too long. Set it down on the geyser, and kaboom! The way is now open. So here's the temple, the water temple. Whee! A water temple. Fortunately, it's not as frustrating as the Ocarina one is, but it's still easy to get turned around down here. And there is some backtracking if you want to do it. You don't have to, I don't recommend it. But, yes, there is some backtracking down here. Also, these guys are jerks. You can't do anything about them yet. Yes. A water temple. Great, yeah. So these guys are actually choo-choos, by the way. And yes, they are a free heart potion. At least the red ones are. And yes, those guys will infinitely respawn. If you leave the room and come back, there'll be more. The purple ones do not use their jelly. I do not recommend it. Because the results on it can be random. It'll either completely heal you, knock you down to 1 HP. Well, not 1 heart. Half of a heart. What is it? A quarter. I think it knocks you down to a quarter of a heart. Which, ouch. There's another red choo-choo. So, too risky. And one of the main gimmicks of this are these switches here that you have to jump down to grab. As if that wasn't obvious. Okay. Now then, we take our bow and these water bombs. You can still do it this way. And we need to shoot down these stalactites here. It'll make traversing easier. Whoa, that's treacherous. Whoa, don't you think we ought to knock down those stalactites hanging off the ceiling first? They don't look to be very stable. I bet they break pretty easily if you hit them enough force, don't you think? What do you think I was doing, Midna? Alright. see a chest over here? No. That was a rock. Helmosaur. This is why they taught you the backslice technique, because of these guys. Sadly, Link's kind of a little too jumpy sometimes. But if you do manage to land the backslice on a Helmosaur, it's an insta-kill. Pretty soon we'll have a way to troll these guys, though. And you can also use their armor for something. Use them for some puzzle solving, among other things. It's not that helpful. It's still funny, though. Camera. Camera. I think they're pretty generous with the water bombs in here, though. Because they know you can only carry 15, you're going to burn through them pretty darn quickly. So the section underneath with the current is completely optional, if I recall correctly. So you don't have to do it. Also, Lizalfos. First time we've seen these guys. And die! Yeah, I couldn't remember if you, fought them here or not. Also, I am going to go fishing here for a moment because it does actually count towards 100% completion. It doesn't really matter in the end, but, because it doesn't really get registered, but it counts for whatever reason. Also, I was faking the whole dread of it being a water temple, because let me tell you something. This is how you do a water temple properly. Is it still long and tedious? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's still interesting. I love how they taunt you with that chest. Okay, we can't go this way yet. Can't go that way yet. Easy, you have a quick respawn time. Okay. Well, there's the way of the boss. Before you're asked, no, Link cannot roll upstairs. I will go ahead and say it. This character is actually, or item is not super useful yet. Because it's not like we can easily traverse Hyrule just yet. Locked. Can't go that way yet. When it becomes easier to traverse Hyrule, then she actually becomes pretty helpful. I mean, even still, it's not horrible, but the amount of backtracking you have to do is abysmal. Okay, I can't go that way. Even though that's totally not how physics would work, and Link would probably be legless there. Ah, here's the right way. One jump slice. That kills it. All right. Nope. That's going to... The chain there is going to get in the way. All right. That'll at least make going forward a little bit easier. Miss. I think this is the key. Yep. Very convenient. Okay, now we go back upstairs. That locked door was over here, I believe. are you. The problem is with the backslice, they make the helmet sword too small. That'd be so broken if you could use them while swimming. Also, yes, if you do buy bombs early enough from Barnes, he will actually start stocking the bomblings. Don't ask me how he got them. But, yeah, you could start carrying those little suckers in your pocket. Oh, gee, what should I do? That's how you're supposed to do it against those guys. I call these guys water bugs. I don't really have an official name for them. But there are a few ways to beat them. One, do this and get rid of his bubble, and then just slash the hell out of him. The other way, well, you'll see later. Right now, we can't do anything about it. Huh, there's another door over here. Oh, that's where I came from. As you can probably gather, like every Zelda game, there are different colored choo-choos. And what their jelly does is very different. The only ones we've seen in this dungeon thus far are purple and red ones. Red ones act like heart potion. And the purple ones have a random effect. There are 3 others. There's a yellow one that acts like lantern oil. Yes, really. And then there's a blue one, which acts like blue potion. And then there's a sparkling one, which are extremely rare, to the point where there's only a handful of them in the game. And what that does is what Grandma's soup does in Wind Waker, where it fully heals your HP, and for a short period of time you have a damage boost. But like I said, those are very rare. I know where a couple of them spawn in the game, but I will warn you, if any choo-choos fuse together that are different colors, they always become purple. Keep that in mind. There's another collectible, too, that I haven't really touched base on yet. It's because we don't have the means or the capability to get all of them yet, so that's why I've been quiet on them. We'll get there when we get there. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.